What's up, G-Show land, and welcome to a very impromptu episode of the G-Show podcast. I am G1, and this is the Godzilla block party because good God almighty. Yes, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, the Seattle Seahawks have won. But fuck, there has been leaks leaking across the internet about Godzilla X Kong Supernova, and I am here to talk about it. Now, it's just me solo, no co-host, no cohorts, but there is an invite open in case any one of them want to come and chime in. I'm not expecting it. It is very late, especially here on, the West Coast. It's 8:30, 8:31 to be exact. But we don't know. We'll see. It's open. If they want to join, they'll join. If not, so be it. I got this. But let's talk about what has happened today. Well, Seattle beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. That is true. Bad Bunny put on one hell of a halftime show. I don't even listen to his music, but I got to be honest. As a Boricua, a Puerto Rican from Brooklyn, that shit was fucking tight. Beautiful performance. But all that being said, in terms of what we do here, that wasn't even the fucking best part of the day. The best part of the day was this news that broke. Apparently, there was a test screening for Godzilla X Kong Supernova. And the leaks have started to come through. Usually, I don't pay attention to any of this. I don't. But for this particular one, I don't care. I don't. I want to know. We already know that Space Godzilla is a thing. That's not a spoiler. But what has been leaked could potentially be spoiler stuff, or it could potentially be people lying. Who knows? I don't. I'm just going to run down what was said. And as I do that, where's my phone? There it is. Let me go to my phone because I got this all here on my phone. My phone sucks. I'm not going to do it on my phone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that there. I'm going to put that there. And I will read off of certain group chats that I am a part of where this has been coming out. Now, I've seen a couple of things that have happened in regards to this. And I don't hate it. I really, really don't hate it. And then I've seen other things. So I've seen things earlier. I'll put it like this. I've seen things, and being the Super Bowl, I can use it as a timeline. I've seen things before halftime of the Super Bowl. I've seen things during halftime of the Super Bowl. And then I've seen things after the Super Bowl. And they, for the most part, they kind of corroborate. And I've seen this from different sources. That's all I'm going to say. And you don't have to believe me or not. I'm just going by what I said. So, potential spoilers, okay? Just a heads up. Potential spoilers. But these are the things that are being said from this test screening of Supernova, Godzilla X Kong Supernova, as right now I am, hang on. Yeah, okay. Let's get this going. All right, so we're going to go in reverse here. We'll go in reverse. We'll see. I'm going to read certain things from someone I don't know that has been posting, I guess, on Twitter. I don't have Twitter. But Gam Z1 has come through with these screenshots, and I don't have them up. I'm just going to read them. But apparently this is from someone named Neb. I don't know who that is. I don't have Twitter. I don't follow it. But Kaiju Nick says, does Space Godzilla actually act like a Silver Surfer herald of Galactus to another future Titan or something? I'm crashing out about that. Neb replies, not clear on his motivations, but he's functionally a herald, yes. He's not polite like the He's not polite about it like Julia Garner, which Julia Garner is not. Oh, yeah, it is. She is actually the herald. She is Silver Surfer. Duh. All right. Kaiju Nick comes back. Why? Why are they making him a herald? This is such a stupid and disrespectful idea for Space Godzilla to be subservient to someone else. Neb replies, it's more so the trope of, oh my God, there's an even bigger guy coming. Okay. So that was the first thing that popped up. So basically we're hearing that Space Godzilla is a herald of something a lot worse. What could it be? I don't know. The crazy thing is we already did King Ghidorah. If you wanted a herald from space, if you wanted an ultimate baddie from space, it would have been King Ghidorah. And even though, the idea of a Space Godzilla being King Ghidorah's bitch is kind of something I'm not about. I'm not for, but I digress. I don't know. Here we go. Here's another one. Again, this is all coming from X. This is all coming from GamGamZ1, who's taking these screenshots and posted it in our group chat. Vizzy says, is Godzilla the main protag this time, or is it similar to GXK? Neb says, it's more evenly split now. Now that, I'm going to take a sip. That beer's still warm. Oof, that is very interesting. More evenly split. I want it because, a lot of people were beefing about the idea Godzilla doesn't get enough screen time. Godzilla gets enough screen time, but Kong does all the heavy lifting. Let's be for real here. Especially in the last movie, GXK, it was all Kong. All right, let's go to another screenshot. Godsy Fan 27 asks, it has the same tone as the New Empire? Neb replies, yep, which might rub some people the wrong way. It absolutely might rub some people the wrong way. As I'm going to throw this picture up here, just because the Monsterverse is the Monsterverse. The same vibe as GXK. I thought GXK took itself seriously. What I did not like about GXK was the antagonist. The Scar King to me was whack. The Shimo thing was whack. I mean, in all honesty, let's be for real here. Kong was whipping Scar King's ass until he pulled the shard out. And the fact that there are, I don't know, 100 Kong species. Uh-oh, hang on. Picking up a faint signal. Yo. I'm podcasting about this, the news. What are you doing? I'm podcasting about the hell up. I'm going to put you on speaker. Why, you good? Everything good?
Yeah, I want to fucking talk to you now.
All right. Why don't you get on the podcast and talk to me here right now, live? It's just me.
Wait, unmute me. I mean, unspeaker me.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my brother. All right. Oh yeah, I'm going in because I've got some other shit from other sources that popped up. So I'm not gonna spoil nothing from people that, you know what I'm saying. I'm going.
That's what I want to talk about. No, I can't, because that's what I would be talking about.
Oh well, I mean, everything I'm seeing here is pretty much the same thing. I'm just using it as a, as an excuse to leak. Any which way, jump on the YouTube channel, get in the chat, and I will answer your questions. How's that sound? All right, then I have to send you an invite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hanging up with my brother. He's going to join me soon. Let me do that while I, now I got to fucking find him. See, and this is the best part about being live, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes as I send my brother the invite. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That wasn't it. Woo! I love live stuff, by the way. I absolutely love live stuff. There we go. Now I got him. Here we go. That's it. That one. All right, we'll see if my brother joins me or not. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be fun, because during the Super Bowl we were hanging out together. There's a oh Mecca JR. What's up, G Show? What's up, Mecca JR? How you doing? Listen, I don't know if you want to be spoiled or not. We are talking possible spoilers for Supernova. Possible. And right now, my brother's going to probably join me as this is all happening live, ladies and gentlemen. All happening live. As I send my brother another message, because he's all over the place. My brother, I love him. We don't get on much, but we had a really good conversation today. Legit, really good. Check Messenger. There we go. There we go. Let's see if he joins us. But yeah, we had a really good conversation. And again, talking about things that have popped up today in Godzilla versus Kong world. And it's it's something. There are things that are being said that are like, okay, let's fucking go. So where was I? Woo, this beer is warm, man. I should put it away. But Mecca JR, since you're here, I don't know if you are on Twitter and follow it like this. I am not on Twitter. I am totally just following what my cohorts have been sending in the group chat. And again, right now, there is a person named Neb on X or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, who has apparently seen a rough cut of the movie, and they are given details. Now, that being said, your man G1 got a little bit of insight too. Got a little bit of insight. As Mecha JR says, I haven't made an account. I read what I think was linked into Reddit about it. Listen, yeah. I only go by what the cohorts send in the chat. And if I want to read it, I'll read it. If I say, I don't want it, don't do it. And anybody else, then send it privately. But for this particular instance, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, send everything. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. I want to know what's going on with Supernova. I do. Especially in light of, Monarch Season 2 coming out in 2 weeks. It's going to be nuts. So yeah, where was I? I'll get back to this while I wait for my brother to jump in. If he jumps in, I don't know. It's been funny because I haven't had a conversation with my brother on the podcast in a very long time. But again, today at my parents' house before the Super Bowl started, we were just hanging out and we were talking Monsterverse shit, and we were having a really good conversation. And then the leaks started coming through. And we just, we had our eyebrows raised, like, what the fuck? And I came home and I decided to go straight up impromptu with a Godzilla block party and the Supernova leaks. And again, if you're here, I hope you don't mind potential spoilers. Again, we don't know how true this is, but some of this sounds like it's legit. So let's get to what we were at. Okay. We were at right now, and I have nothing ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, as far as pitches ready to go. I'm just going to read the feed as it goes along. Goldsy Fan 27 says it has the same tone as it has the same tone as New Empire. And Neb, this is all from Gam Gam. He's posting, this guy Neb says, or this person Neb, yes. All right. Same tone as New Empire. That's where I was at. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Now here's my thing. I did not hate New Empire in terms of tone. What I didn't like about New Empire was I felt that the antagonists were whack. When we first seen the first trailer for this movie, this teaser with the skull of a Godzilla and a Kong, and then you see the Scar King and his eyes glowing, I thought, oh shit, we're going to get an atomic Kong-like creature. And then it comes out that, the movie comes out and this dude's actually whack. He's weak as shit. Kong is whipping his ass up and down, left and right. And the glowing eyes turns out to be cataracts. So he's blind. Oh, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my brother.
Yeah.
Real quick. Kaylin TV, please don't believe fake leakers. It's not true. It's just people making up bullcrap. Kaylin, I get that. Totally agree. But listen, I'm not here to say this is true. I'm just here to say this is what's being said right now. And again, like, it's spoilers. I don't want nobody to believe that this is all straight facts, right? We don't know because we haven't seen it. I'm just reading what I got in my group chat from people who have apparently seen this movie. But Kaylin, hear me out. Some of the stuff I'm reading here corroborates with some of the stuff that I heard from someone I absolutely trust. So that being said, maybe it is spoilers. Don't know. But fake leakers aside, that's absolutely true. Cannot deny that. I will not deny that. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it because it's interesting. It is. It's interesting to talk about it. I'm not saying this is fact. I'm not. But it's interesting to talk about. So I hope, Kaylin, that you hang out. And if you have any insight, please throw it up in the chat. Let us know as we go along. But I want to welcome everybody. My brother, J-Rod, a.k.a. Mr. K. Ichigo, Mr. a.k.a. one of the originators of the G Show. Bro, I mean, we just leave this party fucking 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, man. I'm fucking... yeah. And then I was laying in bed watching... Godzilla actually is pretty funny. Invasion of the Astral Monsters is on YouTube right now. I'm watching that. And then I was like, just thinking of things that we talked about. And I was like, oh, I have like this. And oh, I have that. And then I was like, I need to call you and get it off my head before I go to sleep and get ready for work early tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, what is it that you want to get off your fucking head?
Nah, I don't know how much I can talk about. Is my problem.
Okay. So then I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You listen. All right.
Yep.
And I'll speak and read this stuff that I got on my way home.
Okay.
And you reply to it how you see fit.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. All right. Godzilla Super 2023 asks, Behemoth or King of the Monster Titans? Neb is the guy, apparently, John. Neb is the J-Rod. Neb is the guy who's seen the movie, the rough cut. So, Godzilla Super 2023 asks, Behemoth or King of the Monster Titans? Neb says, nobody major. My source didn't mention the Behemoth, Mudos, etc. But I don't know if they're a Monsterverse fan who would have noticed it in the first place. Plus, it's unfinished, so they can't be placed as random ass background cameo. So they can be placed as random ass background characters later. Okay, so that's solid. Now, apparently, Neb apparently didn't see it. Neb has a source too. All right, Neb is dressed. By the way, Neb is dressed like a purple Dragon Zord Power Ranger, which I am not mad at. It looks pretty fucking cool in his profile pic. All right, next one. Here we go. Monarch letters BIRB, Infinite Godzilla. I doubt he'll be in it, but any word on Baby Godzilla? How good was Space G's design? Neb replies, no Babyzilla. My source thought Space Godzilla was cool. Which, John, I mean...
Okay, so Space Godzilla confirmed, they're saying?
Oh, Space Godzilla is officially confirmed. That's been confirmed.
Yeah, got you.
God almighty, right?
Yeah, for a while.
It's legit. That's happening. All right, let's get to the next thing that we'll see who asks Neb's a question. Cujo, haha, love it. Is Godzilla still just big angry lizard, or does he actually have some depth again, like he had in pre-Wingard? Neb, the latter, which means, oh boy. Godzilla is not gonna be just I want to rip people's head off for whatever reason. It's gonna be like, no, there's a reason for me doing this. I like it, but at what cost? Right? Because at this point in time, John, ain't all the Titans in check?
Should be. Yep.
Should be, right? Kong's underground. He's got an empire.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody swimming around on the surface that Godzilla ain't handling, right?
No.
So Godzilla should be cool, calm, and collected at this point in time. All right, let's see. Last one. All right. This isn't a question. This is just this person, Neb, saying no Mothra whatsoever. Doesn't sound like GXK, where they just had a placeholder Titan until they could secure her rights either. All right. So looks like no Mothra. Now, I don't want to speculate in the comments. I'm going to leave it alone. But let's see this. AOT AOL Ezekiel asks, what about Rodan? Neb, sadly, no. And you know what? I'm going to have to do it because sadly, no Rodan. Ah! Makes me sad, John. Makes me sad. All right. You ready for this one?
I'm listening.
Shimo helps train Suko in the intro. She could appear later too. I don't know. Shimo helping train Suko. Train Suko for what?
Yeah.
Right? All right. Joshman 754. Can you say if Gigan is in this movie? Neb replies, sadly, so crushingly, he is not. And in all honesty, we've run a gag here on the G Show. We have. We really have. Where we would make fun of Gigan, like, oh, it's Gigan. It's not Space Godzilla, it's Gigan. Yeah, Monster M, Nebula M, whatever. Nebula Hunter M, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But we never took it serious. Like, it's just a gag, right? It's a gimmick. This is confirmation, apparently, that Gigan is not in this movie. And again, speculation. This could not be true, maybe somewhat, or it could. But there's been corroborating stories to this from people who have apparently seen a very, very rough cut of this movie. Ready for the next one?
Listening.
Dylan Emery. Any word on these three and how they fit in, hoping that they develop Suko more. And it is a picture of Kong, Shimo, and Suko. Neb says, Shimo doesn't do much, but is still there. Kong and Suko are pretty important. It's mainly Suko learning about family. Okay, that tracks. That tracks. Makes sense. As long as there's no fucking baby Godzilla. I'm just saying.
Yep.
And then Neb says, I don't know about great apes, but Kong gets an exosuit.
So the arm gets finished pretty much.
Oh, yeah, the arm gets finished, bro.
So
All
full
right.
suit. Got it.
So you heard all that. What do you think of anything we just said? You got any problems with some of that shit? Talk to me. What's your take?
No problems. That's actually a lot of good information to hear. What Mechanic Kong lives like that?
Yeah, JR says Mechanic Kong lives. Oh man, shout out! If only this movie would have came out this year, and we could have said like King Kong lives, Mechanic Kong lives. Oh, 1986 anniversary. I digress. My bad, John.
No, you're good. I have a quick question though. Who made this background? It's a dope background.
It's a fantastic background. I found it. It would split into two parts. You can see the seam down the middle.
Yeah. It looks like
I just put the images together and I photocopy pasted and bam, that's what it is. I love this image.
Oh, it's really nice. It's missing Shimo though. Just saying.
Nobody cares about Shimo. At least
I'm just saying, if you're gonna put a bunch of things in here, we even have the little chlor crab thing. Well, actually, no, that could be the tree shit from Skull Island.
Oh, what? What are you seeing? What are you talking about? What are you seeing?
By the octopus tentacle that's sticking out above the skull crawler.
Hold up. Yeah,
Could be like that crab or something, or it could be the little. Oh yeah,
that guy right there.
no, that guy is a warbat. I know what a warbat is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
Right below the warbat.
yeah, no, there he is, like standing on the tentacle itself.
Yeah.
Definitely not Scylla because Scylla is over here on the left.
Yeah, on the left. I got Scylla.
Hanging out with the Mudo. Okay, yeah, no, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, I was while you were talking, I was just looking at everything. It's dope. I like it. It's really good.
This is a fucking fantastic thing. Could you imagine getting this shit tattooed?
I would.
It'd be a lot of pain, but
I probably would take Scar King out though. It's not important.
Yeah, I would take Scar King out too. I put Space Godzilla right there. No, I'm fine. We don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, I don't even know what he looks like. What are you putting there?
Exactly.
I put Titanosaurus there. You know me.
Yes. Space Godzilla is gonna look like Titanosaurus.
100%. That's we need the same raw too. You give me that.
Oh,
dude, win.
Come on,
100%
man.
win.
You kidding me or what? So,
so they're saying. So we know Space Godzilla is confirmed. We just don't have no origins or anything for him.
We might.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. No, I was just asking. It's cool.
We might. No, yeah.
Don't want to push.
We might. Now.
Okay.
This is where I don't know. I mean, I will spoil the fucking shit out of everything. And you know, if people want to hear it, then so be it. But what I will say, and again, I don't know how true this is because again, like Caitlin TV says, please don't believe fake leakers. It's not true. It's just people making up bullcrap. And that absolutely can be 100% true. But if, per se, some of the things I've read are true, then I will just go ahead and say, without spoiling things, if what I read about Space Godzilla's origin is true, I'm with it.
Okay. Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good way of moving around things, right?
Yeah. I like it.
I'm just happy that my theory came true on Friday. If you don't know what my theory is, just pay attention and go watch The Geek Out that came out last Friday. My theory is 1000% absolutely correct. That's not true. I'm lying. It's not. What I've read, if that is true, is 1 billion times better than what I had. 1 billion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you.
Still,
we spoke about what you thought.
We spoke about it. I thought that Monarch, the TV series, is an alternate universe to the legendary, Godzilla movies, but because it still doesn't answer certain questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that just throw you for a loop. You know what? While I'm here, actually, let me pull this up and see if I can find it too while we're talking. Continue.
No, I'm just saying, like, so far, the things I've read from this guy Neb kind of tracks with what I got from my source. And that is where I'm kind of like, well, this makes sense. It does. And I'm going to do. All right. For instance, before I read this Nib stuff that Gam posted in his group chat, I saw from a source that the tone was definitely New Empire. Again, I didn't hate the tone of New Empire because it's not goofy. Again, King of the Monsters is a fucking good movie, but what kills it for me is the stupidity of the jokes. I fucking hate it. And the random ass killings. Like, really? They just killed homegirl for no fucking reason? Like,
yeah.
It just feels stupid. It doesn't feel right.
And it was a flash kill. I feel like they didn't do it justice.
Right.
She was a big part. You can't just like pop her out that quick where a lot of people didn't even notice that she died until they like posted her picture up on people they've lost. And I'm like, wait, but when did she die?
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy. But yeah, exactly. I remember that.
So no, yeah, you're good. So like that's my thing. King of the Monsters has great monster fights. Like epic monster fights, and we get to see American versions of Godzilla and King Ghidorah go at it. And it's fucking beautiful. It's just, again, the silly jokes, the Michael Bay Transformer style comedy is terrible in my opinion. GVK, on the other hand, I thought it handled it really fucking well. But again, I'm also very biased because Godzilla kicked Kong's ass. So that's all I really wanted to ever see since I was wee little G1 up until, when that movie came out. So I have a personal bias. GXK, on the other hand, the tone was there. There are things about that movie I fucking love. I actually love the human story in that movie. Like, I love G is not affliction, her trying to adjust to the real world, but she can't because that's not her world. Her world was Skull Island.
Yeah.
And now she's in school. Like, what the fuck is going on? And she's having these visions and all that. I like that, man. I really did. Yeah, there's some corny ass jokes, especially with what's his name, Megatron. Good God Almighty, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, there's some corny shit in there with him, but it's not egregious like I felt King of the Monsters was. King of the Monsters was stupid. Like, Gonorrhea Ghidorah was nope, not happening. Stupid. So that being said, now I'm hearing from two different places that the tone of this movie, Supernova, is like the New Empire. All right, bet. I'm with it. Again, my problem is they set Scar King up to be some badass motherfucker, and he wasn't. He was corny. We had Godzilla fucking level up, but for what? For nothing. It was stupid. Like, legit, Godzilla leveling up would have made more sense if he had to fight Mechagodzilla because he got his ass whipped. He's got his ass whipped by Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. Well, he was also tired.
That's true, but you got to remember, too, in every fucking Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla movie, Mechagodzilla wipes Godzilla's ass. It wipes the floor with him. Wipes the floor with him. Every single one. Hell, in the 2000s, Mechagodzilla did it twice. Well, not really. The second time it was Mothra. Okay, but yeah, I digress. So I'm all right with that. As Mecha JR comes in and says, I just want Space Godzilla, the GOAT, to be the kind of monster that can body at least one enemy in a 2v1. Ooh. I think that's why they're going to have Suko. Suko's going to get fucking slapped, shotted out the motherfucking frame, bro.
So you think the 2v1 is going to be Kong and Suko versus Space Godzilla first?
Oh my God. You know what? I would love it just to show that, you know what? Kong can't beat Godzilla. And oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, Gam C1 has entered the chat.
Hi, how you doing? I didn't even think you would still be going.
Oh, listen, I didn't think I would still be going either. But
He talks too much. He'll keep going.
Yeah.
That's love.
It never ends. Gams, you know my brother John. John, you know my brother from another mother, Gams.
Yep.
I said from another crib. Cool. Gams.
Yeah.
As I real quick, Mecha JR says Space Godzilla on the rope, still one shot Magara. Yep, it's true. Definitely did. I read off of everything you posted in the chat. I used
everything Neb said over in the good old tweeters.
Yep. What do you believe? Do you believe everything? Do you have issues with some things? What's your take?
Well, I'm hoping that the tone that he said, like it's basically continuing the tone of the previous GXK movie. I hope it's only like partially true and it's like maybe a little silly, but like not as silly as Wingard's movies. I hope that it's not 100% true that it's just as silly as Wingard's movies. And another thing that he said that Kong was getting an exosuit.
Huh.
We're moving past just the glove. Now we're getting a whole ass power suit. I mean, on one hand, against Space Godzilla, I guess the monkey would need an exosuit, but on the other hand, that's jumping the shark a little bit, maybe a little bit.
A little bit. I
Um,
mean, that's a ridiculous thing, but
yeah.
it's not the only
I'm a
place I
little
saw-
sad. I'm a little sad, and I'm hoping that they correct this because it's still very early in production. This is like one of the first test screenings that happened for this film. I'm hoping that the confirmation that there's not going to be a baby Godzilla gets somehow retconned, and we do get a baby Godzilla because I want the baby Godzilla.
I think you're the only one. I'll be honest with you.
Whatever. I like the baby Godzilla. It's cute.
As Mecha JR says, just picturing Khan in Ripley's exoskeleton. My God.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh, saving Suko.
Yeah, saving Suko.
Be kind of crazy.
Because apparently Suko and Shimo are gonna have like some development in this movie.
Yes, and from what I've read, with Neb's talkings and through another anonymous source, Shimo might not have that much screen time, which again pisses me off because you want to make Shimo the motherfucking end of Ghidorah when he first showed up and not Godzilla, which I still can't stand to this day.
Listen. If Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 is completely obliterating certain aspects of canon, maybe that's not canon anymore either.
Hey now, wait a minute. Woo, wait a minute. You know, we should be talking about Bad Bunny, but I digress. Let's talk about Bad Monkeys. No, wait, because they're not even in this. Oh, God. I'll put it like this. There's a lot of things I saw that corroborate with what Neb is saying. And
yeah.
And again, granted, I am not going to just take everything at face value. We can't, right? We just can't.
No, it's way too far off. They could easily change things.
Absolutely. This is just
like that's what test screenings are for, is to gauge audience enjoyment and tweak the movie based on what the audience says.
Yep. Now, just going by what you posted in the group chat of what Neb said, right? Neb didn't. Let me rephrase that. The question was never asked to Neb, because that's what I really do respect this person. They weren't out there laying it all out. They were taking questions and answering. They might have said, I saw this movie. And then people went in and started asking questions. So basically, Neb was just answering questions. I respect it. But one question that I thought should have been asked that wasn't asked, but I asked, my leak was Space Godzilla. What I got as an answer, Gams, satisfied the shit out of me.
What was the question?
I asked, well, the question is, where does Space Godzilla come from?
Space.
Well,
The final
obviously.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. I'm just saying. My bad.
No, these are the voices of the Starship Godzilla. Oh, by the way.
There you go.
I read all 4 Starship Godzillas yesterday morning, and fuck.
That's a great comic.
You reading it? All right, cool. Yo, I fucking love it. I love it. Oh, it's my favorite. I gotta read Dead Zone. I only read issue 1 and 2. 3. I read 3 issues. So I got the other ones. I'm gonna read it. But
dude, you're going to see Manila looking like Hannibal Lecter, and it's going to be peak.
Yes. Okay, I'm in. Space Godzilla. Yes, Space Godzilla's from space. But you know, Gam Gam, you were there on Friday. I speculated that Space Godzilla was actually the Monarch Legacy of Monsters Godzilla because that's an alternate reality. And he gets thrown through the fucking rift, heads out into space, gets bombarded by cosmic radiation, and becomes a Space Godzilla. That was my theory.
But then he technically wouldn't be Godzilla from space. He'd be from Earth. He went to space and then got mutated. That's not being from space.
True. But the people on Earth Prime wouldn't know that. They would just see a Godzilla coming from space. Space Godzilla.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, what I heard today, and I don't know how much you want to get into it. I don't know how much you want to know.
I take everything from test screenings with a grain of salt anyway.
Okay.
And if the things that they say happen, 9 times out of 10, the actual way that they happen on screen when the movie is out is cooler. So,
all right. Yeah. You know what? That's fucking fair.
No.
Right. What? No.
No.
Okay.
No. I agree with you. I'm saying no to you going too far. Don't go too far.
Okay. Don't go too far. So let it go. Elsa.
But I still need to. I still can't have my conversation with you that I wanted to have a conversation with you about on here because I'm telling you not to go far, but my conversation's gonna go deep.
Oh, so I should not reveal what I heard.
No, I wouldn't because no, let's not spoil too much.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure? But that's the best part of this whole thing. Supernova leaks. It could be just pure speculation.
exactly.
Could be a lie.
We're too far off for anything to be truly concrete at this point.
Could be a lie.
Oh. No, I feel like
Not but that's why you're here.
I might make every leak you heard become truth.
Why?
Well, at least in my no, I don't know anything, but my I just think too much, and like my way of trying to like put things into perspective to kind of make them work. And like, mold it and see how like, oh, you know what, this actually could work. If it's molded this way and you do it that way, this will make perfect. And it's beautiful.
All right, I'll tell you what. Yo, J-Rod.
What?
Mr. K, Ichigo.
Oh, yeah, what's up, man?
Tell Gam Gams what you told me today when we were sitting in the motherfucking sunroom about how the teaser for Supernova makes no sense time-wise. Because, again, Gam Gams is the timeline guy. Like Gam Gams is my guru when it comes to the timeline. Go ahead, tell him
that. So the shit that kills me in that trailer is when the computer is on and it's flashing, it has the date of the release of that trailer.
That was a mistake on their part.
Yeah, because then you have GXK, which happened 2 years into the future. What?
GXK happened in 2027.
Yeah, and you have like your TVs in the background showing, the aftermath shit. So it's like that was one big pet peeve I have. You need to
that was a very obvious oversight on the marketing team's department.
Yeah. I'm like, you got to keep it cohesive. I get that was exactly when it was dropped at 9 a.m. on May 9th of 2025. But shit, like you shouldn't have popped that up on the message like in broad daylight like that. Like, you know what I mean? Somehow make it like not the foreshadow, like the foresight of the scene. So it's blurred out. You don't really see the date if you even want to put a date. That was one of my fucking pet peeves of that shit. Like, no, it makes sense. You can't do that. You're losing the cohesiveness of how things go. Another thing I was talking my big brother Rod over there, G1, about was but I rewatched the trailer and you know what? It definitely is the scars from the Skull Crawler. So I take it back because that was one thing that kind of bugged me a little bit in that Monarch Season 2 trailer. I'm like, bro, are those the scratches from Godzilla on Kong's chest while he's fighting Monster X? Like, how does he have these giant scars on his chest already? we're still
yeah,
back
no,
in time.
no.
But it's
The
from
initial
the skull.
three,
Yeah, the
yeah, the
initial
initial
three, the
three
Skullcrawler.
is the Skullcrawler, and then in GXK you'll notice that he's got like almost a zigzag pattern now
Yeah,
on
from when he
his
was like clawing
chest.
them up. Yeah, in
Yeah, from when that
GK.
was from Godzilla. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I rewatched it just to make sure before I like said it and then was like completely wrong with it. So I was like, let me rewatch and be 100% sure before I come
Yeah.
with it. But I did look at the scars and I was like, wait a minute, how does he have? And I kind of just slipped that it was the Skullcrawler that got the initial stars on him, and then we had the zigzags after.
Yeah, see, you gotta listen to me. I tell you, I know what I'm saying
I
sometimes.
never said you didn't. I'm just saying that's where it is.
All right. Well, John, I got to do it, J-Rod. I got to do it.
Yeah.
I know I love you. You, my brother. I know you're saying don't do it, but you know what?
Do it.
I got to do it.
Do it.
I got to do it. So, nobody asked Neb about Space Godzilla's origin. Well, I did. I asked about it. And my source, and again, it's completely random, but my source, and this is where I'm like, that makes sense. Fuck me. I love it. You ready, Games?
Go ahead.
Space Godzilla is born on a space station owned by Monarch. It is a station that was experimenting on G cells and hollow earth crystals. Stop.
Dude, I literally suggested that in speculations like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, 3 weeks ago. What? I don't remember anything about 3 weeks ago, let alone 3 days ago.
Dude, if that's true, that's based. But I don't think it's true. I don't think it's true because of the simple fact that Neb confirmed that Space Godzilla is the herald of something that comes in at the very end of the film.
Well, my source also confirmed that before you started posting. So this is what me and my brother John J. Rod was talking about during the Super Bowl. I was like, I'm picking up a faint signal. And it was these supernova leaks. And again, grain of salt, right? But there was, as Zion Jira edits 812 says, what are the leaks on Supernova? Well, listen, Zion Jira, apparently the leaks are Space Godzilla is born on a space station from Godzilla cells and hollow earth crystals. They're being experimented on, but apparently there is a space Muto that destroys the station. And this is what I'm hearing is what the end is. Well, no, it can't be the end. But
Leave it at Space Muto.
It's the end. We get to see Hydroland. Oh, wait. No, that's the TV show Hydroland.
Hydroland? I told you.
Bro. Nah.
Here's what I'm hearing. And I will read this. Space Godzilla is born on a space station owned by Monarch, a station that was experimenting on G cells and hollow earth crystals. It is created by a Muto that crashes into the space station owned by Monarch, sent to basically ready the Earth for its arrival. So, I'm hearing some really crazy buzz. Something that me and JR talked about when we first started the fucking Every Friday system in 2024. We're getting Biollante, but Biollante ain't going to be in this movie until the very, very end because I think Biollante is the big bad.
Nah, Biollante ain't from space.
Exactly my point. But this is where it's all going haywire. And this is one of the things me and my brother J Rod today were talking about. Why do we keep doing these Toho kaijus? Why can't we just create? I mean, look, as much as I didn't like them, Scar King and Shimu are original.
Yes, they are.
The Mutos are original.
Yes, they are. The Skull Crawlers are original.
Skullcrawlers are original, even though yet they are loosely based off of shit we've seen in, well, the deleted scenes of Kong 33.
Yeah, deleted scenes. So technically, first not deleted scene on screen appearance. All right.
Mm-hmm. You would think Peter Jackson would have had it first.
You would think he did not.
He did not. He left it alone. He chose to make a worm with he made baby Tremis. I digress. Oh my God, that's 3. There is precedence for the idea of Biollante being from space. No, there's not. Actually, there's no precedent.
There is no precedent at all.
All
right, listen.
Unless Biollante is the queen of the universe.
Listen, it's bagging. Stop. It's bagging.
I wouldn't be mad. But see, in that regard, I wouldn't be mad because you know how I feel. And my brother knows how I feel. I don't want to see Destroyer. I don't at all.
Like literally, I am convinced that Thomas Tull, that all the other producers at Legendary, that even this dude that's directing it, I forget his name, that they all know that Baggin is the most cucked kaiju of all time when it comes to film. All right, always the concept, never the final product. All right,
that's fucking.
And it's time.
It is very much time, dude. Remember, like 2-3 years ago, Godzilla Day, they had that fucking life-size Baggin on the street.
Yeah, dude, that was the suit used for Baggin in Godzilla.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was life-size. It was amazing. I was like, anybody, could we make a new Godzilla movie, please? That was before fucking -1 came out.
Exactly.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at Baggin at all. Biollante, Baggin, whatever it is. I would actually prefer Baggin because the Biollante...
He already has pre-existing final boss status because of Super Godzilla.
Legit. And you know what? The fucking fans will get that. And the normies will be like, oh, who's this? And they would think it's a brand new monster.
They would.
Yeah, because
they would.
Godzilla, even if they don't know that there was a Space Godzilla movie, it's kind of redundant, right? Oh, it's Space Godzilla? Didn't we just have Mecha Godzilla? Like, and as a normie, that's the way I would think. Even though I'm not. And I'm like, no, but dude, that's how it is. Look, man, motherfucker, this is how the shit goes. But Baggin, I would take that over everything. John, what do you think?
Space Godzilla being a herald of Baggin. Come on now.
It's definitely Gamera, just so you know.
I'm throwing you out the fuck.
Monster X is coming from another universe.
No. See,
the universe that Gamera is trying to save the world. I'm just saying.
That's the big twist, right? Baggin comes in, Godzilla and Kong aren't enough. In comes Gamera.
Bam, bro. He can save you, Gamera. I'm just saying. He can.
You know, that's why he's not on the podcast on Fridays. That's why.
No,
that's
right there.
Now, I don't know who the big bad is, but what I wanted to talk to you about, and since you already threw it out there, I'm gonna go with it. I can totally see the Space Godzilla being on a base, a space station type shit, being made with the crystals, because the crystals in GXK do control gravity. So now you mix that with G cells, and there you go. You have Space Godzilla doing what he does.
Oh, I didn't even think that far. You're
literally right. Being able to manipulate the crystals of the Hollow Earth. Like he could just raise up his arm and the crystals will just pop up from the Hollow Earth all the way up to the surface.
I just think I told you, I came and I was laying down and I just started thinking about it. And I'm like, bro, the Hollow Earth crystals, it doesn't have to be, we're not necessarily talking about crystals that are powering up that, they had to get that crystal in GVK to get Mechagodzilla going. No, let's go to GXK, and those crystals were manipulating gravity. We got shit going everywhere. Now you play with those crystals and some G cells, and you have your Space Godzilla. Hold
up. On Friday, we had this podcast. Yeah. Games, was it you or was it Chase? Who said maybe Monarch is actually the bad guy.
Maybe.
I think that was Chase. I didn't say that.
Yeah, because
Monarch-
here's the deal. If
Monarch, not the bad guy. No.
No, but why would they be experimenting with G cells and hollow earth crystals?
But like, maybe they misinterpreted it as Monarch because that's the only human established organization that they know the name of off the top of their
Apex
head,
2.0.
and it's Apex.
Okay.
Apex
Oh, you
2.0.
know what? I ain't mad at that either.
Alan's coming back, bro.
Look, like I said, and I'm glad Gams joined this fucking conversation because Gams knows the fucking timeline. Does it that the research it through the fucking movies? Yes, but the outside materials, the comic books, the novelizations, like anything and everything. Fucking Fortnite. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous.
Freaking Fortnite, man. They literally teased Shimo in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Man, fucking Supernova is still a year away, which drives me nuts. Gams, let me ask you a question. I told this to my brother today. I asked him this. Do you think this is far-fetched? We get -0 on the 6th of November this year.
Yes.
When I went to see -1, there was 0 trailers. It just the movie starts. Do you think possibly we get a Supernova trailer with Godzilla -0?
I don't know. Because the gap between -1 and New Empire is about the same as -0 and Supernova, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, we are reliving history right now when it comes to Godzilla. Like this is literally repeating. We get a season of Monarch, we get a Toho Godzilla movie, then we get a big MonsterVerse movie a couple months later. It's a pattern. They have a formula now.
It's true. God, it's true.
And we didn't get a trailer for New Empire with -1. So I don't think we're gonna get much in the way of previews before -1 plays. Maybe something that Toho's cooking anime wise, but other than that, nah.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. All right. Can't be mad at that at all. Can't be mad at that at all. But listen, I'm gonna keep this short, sweet, under an hour, which is a perfect fucking spot where you can go after if you want. But that is as much as I want to reveal in terms of everything I know, because everything I know from what I saw before, what Gams put up, nothing was contradictory. Is that a word?
Contradictory.
Thank you. Nothing contradicted itself. Everything seemed to be on par from 2 different sources. And you know what they say? If you are an investigative fucking journalist, you get 2 sources to fucking corroborate what you want, then that's what it is. And yes, it's not finished. The special effects weren't there. We're not going to get what, Space Godzilla is going to officially 100% look like, but from what I heard twice is it looks okay.
It looks cool.
I'm okay with that. So, all right. That being said, before we jump out of here, J-Rod, any questions? Is there anything else you want to add?
Nope. Just wanted to talk about those crystals real quick.
The crystals, indeed. Gams, anything you wanted to add?
Just hoping that this movie is at least story-wise better than New Empire.
I hear that. And we'll get into the comments real quick. Mecha JR, if the name of this film wasn't Supernova, I would have taken Bagan from the jump. Oh! Mecha JR, far-fetched? No. Spiro, maybe. Okay.
Pokemon.
Spiro the Pokemon?
Yeah, Farfetch is a Pokemon too.
Oh, haha, yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this episode of the G Show podcast. I want to thank everybody for joining me. John, thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
And Gams, thank you for jumping in.
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised y'all were still going.
Oh yeah, no, it was happening. It had to happen. And yeah, we'll talk about this more on Friday in depth with more coverage if we have. But that'll do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody out there for jumping in. Thank you, J.R. Rowson. Thank you, Kaylin TV. Thank you, Zion Jira. Appreciate you all. We are out of here until Friday. Peace. And there's that. So